In the second part of the problem, in the previous video, in the previous question, if I know that the F2 is downward, then I would write it beside Fg in the question, because while I am calculating the forces, these are showing both the same direction, so I would write them in the same side. I would write the F2 in the same side of Fg. The F2 is in the same side of Fg because they're both looking down. To show that downward forces must cancel the upward force of F1. So F1 is in one side and these are in other side. And then I will substitute and my answer would be the same number but the positive. We can see that my answer is positive here because I wrote the F2 in the correct side of the equation in here, in this equation number 1. So the equation number 1, which is this one, is coming from this equation, which I am writing actually F1 minus this 2F negative F1 minus these 2 would be, 0. So F1 minus F2 and minus Fg is 0. So these 2 are negative. This one is, I have written positive, and this is 0. This is how I can write it. I mean, there are other ways too, but this is the way. So I'm considering the upward force positive and the downward forces, I'm writing them negative. But the reason I solved in the previous video, I solved that part the way I did, I purposefully solved this problem differently in the previous videos to show that we don't always know the direction of the unknown force. If our guess is correct, so we have to guess, and if our guess is correct, our final answer is positive. If it's not correct, the final answer will be negative. So you can this way actually have a better understanding of these